Hey, I wanted to share my thoughts on kind of understanding exactly and putting into perspective how much of this big, massive sell off from $40 all the way down to 534 was the Bitcoin bear market and the BitConnect, right? Because we had two things that happened here that are at play that we think basically caused this little crash. Well, not a little crash, but big crash that we had basically the other day. And I wanted to try to just get an idea of how much of this was the bearish market that we had in crypto in general, and how much of it was the BitConnect news, right? How big of an impact did BitConnect canceling their lending program um, have on Lendconnect? And that'll kind of give us an idea of, what can we expect in the future? Because realistically, before any of this happened, Lendconnect was looking really good, right? And I think it still is looking good. But I think the easiest way to do that, at least for me, the way that I do it is I'll compare it to, I'm going to compare this to the top three coins just to kind of get an idea. So let's take a look. So we can even write, let's see, add a new note. New, delete that. Some ICOs I was looking at. Okay. So let's look at Bitcoin. All right. So I basically just went, you can see like Lendconnect. Okay. We were at the peak in like the 16th, but I have about a week's worth of data on each one of these markets. So if we go to Bitcoin, all right, we go back about a week, right? And Bitcoin at the peak on this graph, looking back a week, was $15,018. So we'll just round that off to 15,000. And down here at the low point, it was, let's see, we'll just call it 19,500. So 19,500. Whoop, divided by 15,000. Okay, 0.63, so 1 minus 0.63. Okay, we had a 37% decline in Bitcoin. So let's see that. All right, go to Ethereum. The peak of Ethereum, we had about, let's just call it 1450 down to 811. So 1458, 811 divided by 1450, 55. So 1 minus 0.55, 45% decline. Okay, Ethereum, 45%. And we'll go to Ripple. So at the peak, Ripple was 383 all the way down to 92 cents. 0.92 divided by 383 equals 24. 1 minus 0.24 equals 76% decline. Okay. And then Daver. All right. Now there's going to be a little asterisk here. So 177 down to 74. Whoops. Sorry about that. 74 divided by 177 equals 41. 1 minus 0.41, 59% decline. 59%. Okay, now we'll look at Lendconnect. All right, Lendconnect was 40.25 all the way down to 534. Okay, so 534 by 40, what was it, 39? I don't remember. I'm sorry. All right, 13.2, so 13. Okay, 1 minus 0.13. Okay, it was an 87% decline on Devor, or excuse me, Lendconnect. Okay. Now, couple things I want to point out. One, Devore, if anybody is in Devore, they know that during the decline, okay, Devore manipulated the fuck out of their price, okay? They had at one point, I saw 5,000 DAVs piled up at $95, and you could not set a limit order below that price. So Devore, don't think that they just like skated, out of this landslide that we had the other day, right? They cheated big time, right? And you know what? Nobody's gonna complain because anybody that's using Devore now is happy as hell, right? They've actually recovered nicely. Their price right now is 119. So it worked out for them, but they did. They manipulated the shit out of their price. So don't feel like Devore must have way more faith, or their platform must be so much better because Lendconnect slid all the way to 87%. No, Devore cheated, man, and you could tell on their markets. There's a reason why Devore doesn't have a market cap or a circulating supply yet, and the reason why is because the only exchange that they're taking into account is Coin Exchange. Okay, the APIs are not being provided by Devore's exchange. Coinmarketcap has no idea what the actual circulating supply is because the majority of the trading. Look at this volume. The majority of their trading is happening internal to their exchange on their platform, and they do not have any feeds that are coming here and supplying the information to Coinmarketcap. And the reason I believe that Devore is doing that is because there's still some price manipulation going on in their exchange, and they don't want to have some huge disparity between these two exchanges on here. They'd much rather, I guess, just not give the information. That, or they're just not ready to stop manipulating their price. And once they are, they'll provide that information, and then this will all update. That's my guess. But my point is that when you go through and you look at the top 3 currencies, okay, and then you compare it to the big dog on the block now, Devore Coin, right? Lendconnect didn't get any like really worse of a hit than anything else on the market, right? Ripple slid 76%. And if I go and I look at some of the other altcoins out there, Tron, Verge, you name it, whatever it is that you guys are interested in, all the really hot ones right now that everybody's buying, I'd be willing to bet that you could very, very quickly, easily identify that all the other altcoins out there probably slid as much as Ripple, somewhere in between Ripple or Ethereum, or possibly even in some cases worse than Lendconnect did. Okay. And on top of that, just to cap off the whole thing, really, is that remember, these lending platforms took a double hit on this day. Okay. Now, my point is that I think that we hit bottom and we are on our way back up. Okay. So don't be afraid of these things. Don't let people scare you out of making money. Okay. BitConnect made billions of dollars. Okay. There was literally tens of millions, if not hundreds of millions of people that made a lot of money with BitConnect, right? These platforms, when they're functioning properly, are extremely profitable, especially if you get in early. And the other thing I wanted to point out and remind you guys, and I've said this and I've pointed it out before, but if we look at Lendconnect, remember, okay, this low float has never been seen before. You show me a coin that's in the top 500, right, on Coinmarketcap right now with a $21 million market cap that has less, I mean, literally 2 million freaking coins in circulating supply. That's insane. Okay. So remember, with a low float stock, I've pointed this out before. A low float stock is one with a relatively low number of shares available for trading. Stocks with a low float and a low market cap tend to be volatile. Okay. They fucking move up fast. They move down fast and can make huge moves to the upside very quickly if they have a positive catalyst. Okay. We have positive catalysts right now, guys. The platform is functioning. We can exchange USD for Lendconnect right now. Okay. You can take your massive interest payments, exchange them for Lendconnect, withdraw the Lendconnect, send it to an exchange, and get paid. Okay. That's a functioning program. There isn't what other decent functioning programs are there out there that have been outperforming Lendconnect? None. Coin. That's it. That's the only other one. There isn't another one out there that is doing as well as Lendconnect. Okay. And what else do we have? We have news that's going to be coming really soon, right? We have Sam sitting here freaking popping into channel all the time telling us there's going to be some crazy news on Monday. Who knows what that is? But we have an internal exchange coming, okay? And not only is it an internal exchange that's going to basically legitimize this entire platform, and it's going to be a fully functional platform in a matter of a couple weeks, but the exchange is going to be multi um uh, multiple pairs of currencies trading on it, right? So you'll go, if you go to Lendconnect right now, you can see they're actually really smart. And I'm sure a lot of people are going to be like, oh, this sucks, whatever. But we want this platform to be able to sustain, right? So what do? Right? If you exchange Lendconnect, your currency to Lendconnect, they got fees, right? Um, they got well, it says 0 right there, but, I'm pretty sure that they have, like, a 10% exchange fee, right? So they're taking fees right there. Then on their exchange, they're gonna have fees for trading pairs. They're gonna have multiple types of trading pairs that they'll probably be staggering the fees based on how what the volume is and what the current price of the coin happens to be. So they're gonna make a ton of money that way, right? They have withdrawal fees of 1 LCT right now, but, you're going to be able to deposit and withdraw all kinds of different currency pairs on this platform eventually. They're going to have like a lot more ways of sustaining this platform for possibly longer than BitConnect did, right? They don't make money the same way that BitConnect did. So that's just my thoughts. That's just the things I'm looking at. Also, the other thing with Coin Exchange, a lot of people are having issues logging into Coin Exchange right now. Get yourself a VPN. Okay, I couldn't get on for a little while. They're having some issues. They're claiming on Twitter it's a DNS issue that they're having. I'm not like a super geeky computer guy, so I'm not really sure exactly what that means. But they're having issues with their DNS server. So if you go VPN and you kind of plop around the globe, right? The first couple places I tried, like Japan, China, Canada, Australia, I didn't have any luck with. But then I went over to South Korea and it did work. But I also have been on Twitter and a lot of people are saying that Canada is working, Japan's working. So just get a VPN app for whatever browser you use, turn it on and switch around the globe, and you should be able to get it up. But Coin Exchange is working just fine. So, all right, I just want to share that information with you guys. Have a good day. Leave a comment, hit the bell, and let me know what's going on.